It's time for the MCTS experience with Mr. Orff and Mr. Nash. Discover your passion and unlock your future.
Welcome, one and all, to another exciting episode of the MCTS experience. My name is Mr. Orff. With me, as always, my partner in crime, the legendary David Nash. How are you, sir?
I'm excellent. Hi, everybody. We're ready to get this show going.
Let's get it going. Let's get it underway. We do, of course, have a couple quick announcements. Before we get to those, we have to say hi to our friend and producer.
Is he over there?
The great Nick McIverskowski. How are you, Mr. S?
I'm here. I'm ready to go.
Of course he's there, because none of this would be happening if it wasn't.
If he wasn't there, you wouldn't be seeing us, folks, because we'd be banging our heads on the desk and crying.
We'd have string and coffee cans.
Yes.
So-
Well, anyway, let's not waste any time. We had a great month of October, and we're wrapping it up now. During that time, we had our counselors' breakfast. We had our district info session. Our first one was on October 26th.
Absolutely.
Our own beloved superintendent, Matt Carey, actually gave a presentation to all the PTOs, Mercer County PTOs, and it's my understanding that he knocked the ball out of the park.
He always does.
Yeah, not surprising. You got some kids going out on CIE. Our interview this month, our featured guest, was two legendary guidance counselors from two of our three
You're gonna love it when you see it.
hardcore schools. Yes,
It's very strong.
That's coming up, and of course, as we're going through this, Mr. S is going to flash some pictures from the counselors' breakfast up there for all to see.
Every year it's a different theme. I'm not going to reveal what the theme is.
No.
All I know is they had their doors blown off. There were some new counselors that came from, and they said, "Oh my gosh!" I said, "It's not like this every day." Because we do it up for the counselors, but it's just a taste of what our guys and girls can do on all facets.
Yeah, lots of different programs come together to make that happen. Just a little tease of what the theme was. I'm not going to give it away, but when you see what the theme was, you're going to say "Sacre bleu."
Oh, all right. What else we got, bro?
All right, a couple more announcements. You want to talk about what's the first days off? The 9th and 10th. Why is
Teachers
that?
Convention.
Yeah,
9th and 10th off.
Very nice. Are you going?
Yes, Atlantic City. Always go. Support.
I'm going. I'm going to go as well.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. And then, of course, the 23rd and the 24th, the
Thanksgiving
Grateful fall holiday. Yes, of course.
Grateful in your heart.
We're gonna all.
How are you not
take
thankful
some time?
the MCTS experience isn't in? You should be watching this with your family on Thanksgiving.
I'm thankful to be doing this podcast with you. I'm thankful to work here at Mercer County Technical
Are you
Schools.
a 2-plater or a 3-plater, Orff?
2, but
You're a
then
2-plater.
but then 2 desserts as well. I go 2 and 2 instead of 3 and 1.
Got it. Understood.
My wife goes 1 and 3. She's all desserts.
My kids can plow through the desserts. I'm a 1-plater.
All right. Hey, listen, we all have our limitations, right?
I love it. I really do enjoy Thanksgiving. It's great.
Keep trying. I've got a lot of faith in you. Let's see
I'm
what
gonna
else
make it one day.
Couple of other things coming up. The next 2 district info sessions in person at the Assenpink Center, 6 p.m. on November 14th.
Do I have to be going to the Assenpink Center to go to?
No, this encompasses all the programs.
I didn't. We didn't rehearse this.
No, we didn't. That's
I'm
a great,
about that.
it's a
I'm
great
watching
question.
this,
It's not
yeah.
just about the programs that are at the Assenpink Center. It's about all of our programs.
Wonderful.
Academy, shared time, even career prep we talk about, all in one rapid fire info
slice
session.
through? Do you host? You host it, right?
It's me. I host it.
Do you slice through the misconceptions of what a CTE school is?
More than we do on this podcast.
I love it.
I have banners.
Really?
I write on the walls.
Why not?
Yes. Okay. And also, excuse me, district tour. That's where all the counselors and CST folks, especially new ones are welcome. Come with us to all the different shops and academies and see exactly what we're doing here. Get to talk to the teachers, see the kids in action.
I shake my head not because it's not a good thing. I shake my head because I always recall when a new counselor would come in when I was teaching, and they'd be like, "I had no idea this was going on."
Wow. This place is amazing.
Absolutely.
And last but not least, the pancake breakfast and wreath sale.
It's a wreath fundraiser. It's a pancake breakfast. It's a place to go into a carbohydrate coma. I would encourage all to come. I've been known to eat a couple of pancakes.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Great way to support your school, support those programs, the horticulture and turf care
What's the
management
date?
program
What's the date?
and the culinary program, December 2nd. It's a Saturday. Come in.
Why not?
Come in, have a pancake.
It's delicious. They got hot coffee, pancakes. I think they do bacon. I'm not sure. I don't want to overspeak on the menu.
I might be a 3-plater that day. All right.
I'd like to do the pancake tacos, Orff. That's my move.
That sounds good.
Chocolate. I know there are chocolate chip pancakes.
You take the pancake like it's the tortilla.
Yes.
Bacon as the
Yes.
meat.
Yes. Oh!
Hello,
Kiara, one of our.
we miss her. We miss her,
Sweetie.
One of the first graduating class of the Culinary Academy.
love it.
Right there.
I love it.
All right, let's get this
Let's jump
episode
in.
underway. Let's
Water's
jump
fine.
in. We'll be right back with our featured guest right after this. Get on the path to a career you'll love at Mercer County Technical Schools. We offer industry certifications in recession-proof careers, and high school students can earn college credits in a wide variety of in-demand career technical education programs. Students no longer have to choose between job training and a traditional college experience. You can earn certifications, start working, and get college credits. Go to mcts.edu today. Welcome back, folks. We just finished up our counselor's breakfast. It's a yearly event. It's the best event of the year. We always have a good time. All our programs come together to make the event great. And hopefully Mr. S is flashing some
He's got the best pictures.
Pics from the event on the screen. Culinary kids make this amazing food. But best of all, we get a chance to interact with the counselors and CST people from all over the county who send the kids to us.
Yeah, I mean, it's an interesting relationship how you guys play a part into the students that do come here, and maybe people at home don't know that. I'm unaware. So.
And so I said counselors who send kids to us, and two of the best at doing this are two of our guests today. Danielle Marasco from Hamilton West was a guest on the podcast in its early days when we were just audio, and she did an amazing job, and she does an amazing job. So I want to give her a proper shout out. The other two Hamilton counselors, Amy Turnbull from Steinert High School.
Thank you.
Thanks for joining us.
Thanks.
And John Schwartz from Nottingham High School.
Heavy hitter. Heavy hitters. Heavy hitters.
So, seriously though, this whole event is just about saying thank you to you guys. So let me and Nash thank you both personally now for all the work that you do. We get more kids from your three high schools and Asterix Heightstown High School.
Heightstown,
Chelsea Daly, we know you.
Sometimes the Hamilton crew edges out Heightstown. Sometimes Heightstown edges it out. But either way, there's been a storied legacy of students from the Hamilton Township District.
Yeah.
And you guys, I mean, I've talked to you when I was in the classroom, now when I'm doing work-based learning, that you know how to spot our kids and how to give that gentle nudge and that push, which is so integral to what you do, and we appreciate it.
It really is. You guys go above and beyond. So before we started rolling here, you mentioned that you were teaching. Now I feel like I know you both pretty well, but I did not know that you were a teacher, Amy.
I started off my career teaching.
Okay.
I taught 8th grade social studies at Reynolds for about 6 or 7 years. And then I've been a guidance counselor at Steinert for 18 years.
Wow.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
So, yeah.
Wow. Okay. Very good. And I hope I'm not embarrassing you, but you were also you coached the Steinert girls varsity soccer team?
I was one of the soccer coaches in all 3 levels. So I coached freshmen, and then I coached JV, and then I ended up coaching varsity for 10 years.
To the state championship.
Were you state champion?
We were not, but...
Orf, come on!
Get the facts before you get in there.
We had a phenomenal team, and they did we were undefeated, and then we ended up losing. But those are experiences
incredible.
and memories that I think the players that I see now who are teaching my own children in some schools, that my kids are privileged to have them as teachers, but really great memories that we have created. So not only about the end result, but the process, and I think that's what I think my players, can definitely say that we didn't win, but we learned so much and we had great memories along the way.
Nice. Love it. We're going to come back to talking about your kids in
Okay.
1 second, but Mr. Schwartz, John Schwartz. So tell us a little bit about your career. You've been...
I started as a counselor 20 years ago. This is my 20th year. I did not teach first. I've been at Nottingham the whole time, and I love it.
Wow.
I did coach the girls tennis team for 14 years. We did not make it to this state championship or anything, but we had a
But you had heart. You guys had heart.
Oh, absolutely. Wonderful players, yeah.
All right. And I know that not too recently you moved out of Mercer County, but were you here before that?
Yep. I actually bought a house and lived in Trenton for 10 years.
No kidding.
And loved it. Loved the neighborhood. Needed something a little bigger and moved to Southampton, New Jersey. I'm a piney now. I'm down by the Pine Barrens.
Wharton State Forest. Wharton State
very
Forest.
close, Yep. Yeah. So
Beautiful.
Yep.
Yes, and you're recently married and have 2 stepchildren, yes?
correct.
Very nice.
And my wife's a teacher in the district as well in Hamilton.
How cool is that?
Social studies teacher for 18 years and now teaching English as a second language.
Very nice.
Loving it. Yep.
Very nice.
I love the fact that kids get to see the insight on what makes their guidance counselor tick. Because have you guys been at, say, at a Costco or a supermarket and they run into you and you're like, "You're out of." I said, "Yes, they've released me. I have a life." Do you guys experience that?
Yes, all the time.
And I love it.
All the time.
I love it.
When they realize that we're human and that
Yeah.
we exist outside of the school, it just throws them way
It
off.
really does. It really does. So that's cool.
Mr. S., you were also instrumental when we have a bilingual kid or a multi-language learner because you bust out the Spanish pretty well.
You can throw it down.
I use it every day.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Man.
And I learn a new word every day. I make sure that when I'm speaking with the kids or the parents, if there's something I don't understand, I ask them for clarification, and I try to, improve every day. It's all we can do is learn every day.
Yeah, keeps it fresh too. That's probably
That's the spirit of MCTS and the schools together. So that's awesome.
how you've had such a long career, I'm sure. And they're lucky to have you, by the way, for 20 years. Amy.
Yes.
So you have 4 kids.
I have 4 children.
And they're all in. Your husband is a principal in the Hopewell School District.
Yes, he is. This is his first year at Timberlane Middle School, but he was at Bear Tavern for many years.
Okay.
Before that.
Yes. My own kids went to Bear Tavern.
Yeah.
But and your kids are in the Hopewell School District?
So I have 2 at the high school. One's a senior. One is a junior. I have an 8th grader with his father as a principal in Timberlane, and then I have a 4th grader at Bear Tavern.
Unbelievable.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
So I want to ask each of you, what do you do? Like, so you're very good at finding the kids for us. I know that you, like, when I'm coming to the school, I'm sure you do the same thing, John, but you go around to the classrooms and say, we have the presentation coming up, be sure and sign up and all those things. But do you look for something in a kid? Like, what do you think makes an MCTS student? Is there something that you look for? Is it more just a mass marketing technique? How do you guys do it?
I know for us here at Steiner, we try to hit all the classrooms because I would never want to miss a student because they all have all different talents, So we try to go to the classrooms where the students, like 10th grade classes, and talk to their English classes and market as much as we can because there's so many great opportunities at the technical schools and with Share Time, all the different programs that they offer, that we want to try to market it to everyone so that they all know about all the programs and the possibilities and the options that they have, because I think that's really important.
Nice.
Wonderful.
When we meet with our students throughout the school year, especially when we're picking classes for the upcoming year, we tend to ask them, do you have any idea what you might want to do as a career? Are you going to college? And if they give us a hint that there's something that they're interested in that might be related to one of the MCTS programs, we always say, hey, have you thought about this? And again, we have a range of different students with different interests and goals. And we make sure they know MCTS, the vocational schools, are not just for students who aren't going to college. It used to be that way, but it's not. Of course, there are some wonderful programs that can prepare students to get right out of high school, go right into a field, make some money, possibly a lot of money.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But there are also great programs that can prepare students for college that we also know they can actually graduate with college credits.
Yeah.
So we do get a range of students that are interested. We love sending them to visit. That's a big part of it.
Good point.
Is to get that experience when
That
they can
aha,
actually see.
that, oh.
Because it is a big commitment. A half day for 2 years is a big commitment. So we like them to visit. And
When they visit, does that increase the success rate that you hear about on your end? Like we see, we're one dimensional. We only see, we see us. But when you receive feedback from kids after they have visited, we never get to hear that conversation when they come back. Hey, how was it? What was it like? Is it very dramatic in terms of, oh, I loved it, or hey, I don't think this is for me? Either one's a win, as we all know as adults.
I think from my perspective, when the students come back, they rave about it because they're actually seeing it hands-on. They're getting, and you got the teachers do such a nice job of getting them integrated into the program. So
During the visit.
They feel so involved, and they feel like, they really can see
tangible.
themselves doing it. Exactly. So I think the visits are key to having the students come.
Okay.
And
Agreed.
occasionally do get the kid who visits and says, I don't think this is going to be for me. And we might ask to send them back to visit another program. You guys are very accommodating. So
That's a home run. See, this is how it's done. This is how it's
That's
done.
the absolute. I always think of it. It used to be very, oh, you want to do blue collar? You don't want to go to college? Go there. And I lived it. I was a kid who went here 35 years ago. And it was that exactly. And you guys have heard me joke around, just jean jackets and mullets. That's my tagline because that's what it was. But now, I'm not saying it because I work here. There is a seismic change in terms of the options, the direction. And it's not, oh, you can go to college too. It's, hey, that's a very real way. You can join a union. Mm-hmm. You can learn the trade. You can go work for a high-end builder right now if you graduate from the carpentry program and have a real strong career built where by the time you're 23, 25, you want to start your own business. That's a reality. That can and will happen, and we see that all the time. Yeah. So it's like all these different options that are real, but it used to be just this one path.
Right.
That's it. I couldn't have said it better myself, guys, both of you. I on behalf of my school, I want to thank both of you for all the work that you do for us and for your kids. We appreciate you guys very much.
Yeah, thanks for being open-minded. You guys were really, I've talked to you for many, many years. You sense that MCTS guy and gal that is going to jump out and be like, hey, you do well here. And that really, that's a huge part of what you do. And we know who sees that, and you both are gifted at it, so thank you.
And thank you guys. You have given our kids opportunities that they may never have had, and some students may have gone through the 4 years of high school and had a really hard time, but because they had the opportunity to do something that they enjoyed, hands-on, for a half a day junior and senior year, that made their high school experience so much better.
Knock on wood. I hope that's the case.
Yeah,
so Amy Turnbull, John Schwartz, thank you both so much, our featured guests, and we'll be back in just a little bit.
It's a rare condition this day and age to read any good news on the newspaper page. And love and tradition of the grand design, some people say, is even harder to find. Well, then there must be some magic clue inside these gentle walls. 'Cause all I see is a tower of dreams, real love bursting out of every scene. As days go by, we're gonna fill our house with happiness. The moon may cry, but we'll smother the blues with tenderness.
We are very, very excited to introduce a new, it's not, I was going to say new segment, but it's not even that. It's a whole new podcast coming to all the great places where podcasts are downloaded. Yes.
Earth-shattering.
New podcast for the MCTS community, family, everybody to check out. And I'm going to stop talking and introduce the two hosts of the podcast. That is Bernita Rayan and Kiana Lamar. Take it away, guys. Tell us about this podcast.
All right. Well, what's good, SciPec? As you know, me and Bernita love to do the morning announcements. So this is a really good way to kind of extend ourselves kind of further than that and tell you about the student experience here at MCTS. Bernita?
Bernita, what is the name of this podcast?
The name of our podcast is The Way of the Wizards.
Ooh, Way of the Wizards.
Sounds magical.
Dude, that's pretty cool. Tell me about it.
Our podcast is going to be highlighting student voices and experiences in a positive light. So through the use of interviews, going through full-time and share-time academies and highlighting what they're doing in those academies through their point of view.
So it's kind of like an insider's look from the student that's experiencing it.
Exactly.
Brilliant.
That's brilliant. And now both of you guys do I heard you say, what up, SciPec? That's how you start the morning announcements.
It is. Usually I'm just like, what's good, Siggity SciPec? It's your boy Keanu coming at you with another day of morning announcements.
However, this is a school-wide podcast. We're going to involve some Ass and Pink students, shared time, the whole nine.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. So I guess what's good, Siggity SciPec and Ass and Pink? Throw that in there.
That's right.
Fantastic.
Well, that'll be the tag. That's your tag, and I love it.
Yeah.
It's all you guys have generated this, and you guys have jumped on board, and you want to take it to the next level and provide people a way to hear it from the kids, which is amazing. It's awesome.
Good for you guys for coming to us with this. We're really excited you're gonna do it, and I'll sign up. I'll subscribe. I'll be your first
100%
first subscriber for sure.
And of course, producer Nick, are you up to the task? Oh my God, look at him with the headset.
I had to get ready there. Oh, wow. Okay, yeah, I'm up for the task. We're ready to go.
All right.
Sounds good.
That's his
That's all we
fourth,
need.
that's
We're
his
good to go.
fourth
There you go.
produced podcast, ladies and gentlemen, for Mr. S. Yeah, yeah.
Well done.
So, guys, congratulations. Good luck. And we can't wait to watch and listen to
When is the first
The
episode?
Way of the Wizards. Yeah, when's the first episode?
2 weeks?
To be decided.
How about early November?
That sounds like a good idea.
Let's say next month, coming in November.
Coming in
November.
November.
Coming in
In
November.
theaters near you.
Way of the Wizards.
Love it.
Yeah.
Awesome. Very cool.
All right. Anything else? Any parting words for Way of the Wizards?
Well, with that, have a great day, SciFec. And Asaping. And we'll see you guys later. All right.
Look at it. Very quickly adapting. Well
I was like,
done.
wait. I was like, yeah, I got you.
He got it. Anything? Okay. There it is.
We'll be back in just a little bit. Well, it's always bittersweet, but we've come to the end of another exciting episode of the MCTS Experience. Mr. Nash, it was a good one. I
It
feel
was chocked, filled to the brim.
packed with information, fun, learning. I grew a little bit during this episode.
Your mind is expanded when you listen to this.
It is. It is.
That's why we call it an experience. I mean, come on.
A lot of stuff going on this fall, but it's at the end of the day, the same good stuff that we've done for years as Mercer County Technical Schools.
Or if it's that time and it really is genuine. So the portal's been open since September.
Yeah.
How many people are applying here next year?
We've got so many applications already coming in, and I'm not. I say it every podcast, but please apply now. Do not
Speak now or forever hold your
Yeah,
peace.
I don't want to be getting those phone calls in March or April where somebody says, "Oh,
Is your name David Copperfield or Mr. Orff?
I am a wizard, but I can't do that."
You can't.
I can't do that.
If the seats are full, no dice.
No, absolutely not.
Look,
if there's
listen,
not room,
everybody,
there's not room.
the
So you're
game-
best off applying now.
The game used to be from February to May. Now it's the second that portal opens, it's game on. There we go.
Avalanche of
We
applications.
just want to give it to you straight because we want the people involved that we want to be.
That's it. That's it. Before we wrap it up, I do have to give a huge thank you to all of the counselors and CST folks in the county who came to that event. All our kids and staff members who made it possible, and our special guests from this episode, John Schwartz and Amy Turnbull of 2 of our 3 Nottingham Rockstar schools.
Fabulous jobs.
Hamilton Rockstar schools. John is, of course, Nottingham. Amy is Steinert. And we would be remiss if we didn't mention Daniel Marasco from Hamilton West.
Legend.
And finally, Bernita Ryan and Keanu Lamar, our 2 new student
I'm really
podcasts.
pumped on that podcast because peer to peer, you're going to get stories that, look, we could bring kids in here. They talk, but they're not into it. When they're conversing with their peers,
Amongst each other.
very powerful. Peer to peer, very powerful.
Not to mention, I don't want to doubt our own capabilities, but I predict that their viewership might eclipse ours pretty quickly once the word gets out that there's students running.
And I'm
running the
okay
show.
with that. I love to see success. And
We're here to support.
yes,
Yeah, yeah,
absolutely.
absolutely. So
Although
good-
I might
good luck
write an
to them.
algorithm that can blow their numbers out of the water.
Or when you subscribe to theirs, you also have to subscribe to ours.
Hey, can you do that,
Mr.
producer?
S, can you make that happen?
You apply to them, you come to us.
Well, luckily it's all one ship, so we'll be good.
That's it. See,
no.
the middle-aged mind is strong.
Note to self, more student podcasts. All right, very good. That's awesome. So thanks to them. Thanks to everybody who makes this possible. Thanks to you, Mr. Nash, for doing this with me. And, of course, the great Nick MacGyver-Sikowski for being our producer extraordinaire. Until the next episode, this is Mr. Orff inviting you to...
Let's see if you can do it. Are you ready?
Okay. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram, Pinterest, Threads, LinkedIn.
I'm in a rhythm.
Yes. And listen to this podcast on Google Play, Spotify, iTunes, Amazon. Share it with a friend. Listen to it wherever.
Help us get our
great
numbers up before the kids
podcasts are
onslaught
downloaded.
us
Yes.
and override us.
Inviting you to also check out our other podcasts on our YouTube channel or all those other great places where podcasts are downloaded. We've got the Principal's Office. We've got the Superintendent's View. And now we have The Way of the Wizards. Hashtag Wizard
The
Nation.
content pumping out of this school is insane.
I know. We're like our own network. We're like our own station. So check out all those great platforms and all that great content for you. And until we see you next time, this is Mr. Orff, along with, on behalf of myself and Nick MacGyver-Sikowski and Mr. Nash, inviting you to discover your passion
And unlock your future.